Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the CHALL, your true sporting journalist. Reason why this match review is coming out later than I thought is because I've not been feeling so great. It's actually got worse, so I feel great tomorrow morning, to be honest. But I thought I need to, push this out before the end of the day anyway. But this is the Papa John's Trophy review against Lincoln City, a 2-1 win in the Cup. Is it the biggest trophy in the world? No. Is this the most lost-after trophy in the world? No. But does it breathe some confidence into the lads? Does a win in any competition breathe confidence into the lads? Absolutely. And, even though the competition itself isn't, amazing, at least it gives maybe some kind of light at the end of the tunnel going back into the league form. So before we get started, please do like, comment, subscribe, click notification bell if you don't miss a YouTube video. The socials are down below on your screen and in the description down below the video as well. And for now, guys, please do also subscribe to my other channel, Coaster Chow. If you love your theme park stuff, then please do subscribe to that. The link for that is also in the description as well. Let's get into this one then. So, don't get me wrong. I think the first half felt very, very scrappy, very, very end to end. Not a lot of highlight moments, as you've seen by the vlog. Yeah, not a lot of highlight moments in the first half. Very, very end to end, very scrappy. Lincoln put some good balls over the top. We felt very deep at times, and don't get me wrong. The defending was good. The marking was good. But overall, in terms of attacking and threat, didn't offer a lot in that first half. Second half, again, sort of felt scrappy at times. And then we started to make the changes. And that's where I felt we got the best out of the team. Last 20 minutes was probably the best football we've played in about 2 games. We played more on the ground. We put Lincoln under pressure. We put them under threat. We played 2 up front, which gives you an indication of where I'm taking this right now. I think don't get me wrong, the players take some responsibility for that performance. It was good, the last 20 minutes especially was good. But for me, MCSHEFFREY has to take some credibility as well, because what he did was he made the changes, he made the tactical changes. He could see that it wasn't working with one up front. He brought 2 people up front. He brought Miller and Agard up front. We made the changes. And it worked. It worked with 2 up front, with 2 strikers pressing. It worked. Miller had some good run rounds, tried his best. Didn't get his goal in the game, but he still tried his best. And Agard, I thought it was nice with Agard because it was a nice partnership starting to brew up now. And I think when you throw in Max Waltman, when you throw Griffiths in when he's back from injury, you've got a real opportunity now to operate 2 strikers. And someone did ask me on Twitter, I thought you were a fan of the 4-3-3. I am a fan of the 4-3-3, but only if we're not playing the striker as a target man, as a solo aerial winning striker, and play the focus on him. If we're going to go 4-3-3, the best way to set up a 4-3-3 for this Rovers squad, and this is something for MCSHEFFREY to learn. Obviously, I'm not a coach, so I can't obviously teach MCSHEFFREY because MCSHEFFREY's got more experience than I'll ever have. But as advice from a fan to the manager, if you're going to play 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, use the striker not as a target man, but as the pressing forward. Play along the ground, play the killer passes through, thread the balls through. The striker makes the runs off the shoulder, and you've got a really good pressing striker who'll run round for everything, try for everything. Agard's a bit more experienced. He hasn't got a lot of pace compared to Miller. However, Agard can be still a very technical pressing forward, an advanced forward, should we say. But if we're not going to play the striker on his own as a pressing forward, then what's the point in playing a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3? So in that instance, use a 4-4-2. So you have the 2 wingers, you've got the 2 midfielders. Either you have ball-winning midfielders, or you have a box-to-box and a ball winner. So you have someone who sits back and plays deep. You have someone going a bit more forward and playing more advanced runs. And then in terms of your forwards, you've got your advanced. You have either 2 advanced forwards if you want to go for it, or you have your sort of defensive forward and your advanced forward. So someone that's maybe not as got as much pace like your Agard, etc. Maybe Rio as well. I think you could have Agard probably sit back as your sort of deep line forward, your defensive forward, and sort of being the more technical striker out the two. And then you've got Miller, who's the real pressing striker, poaching in on the everything off the shoulder. So when McSheffrey made the changes and made the alterations to bring up two strikers and bring two strikers into the picture, I felt we were better. So hopefully that's a sign for Saturday. Great to see some of the injured players come back. I thought Olu had a brilliant game. Barlow made some good runs, did well. I think Ben Close did well as well. He was probably my standout of the first half. And, if that's 45 minutes of what Ben Close can do, then I'm really excited to see what he can do with 90 under his belt. Long term, I think his work rate, putting him with Adam Clayton, could be absolutely deadly. In time, so you've got a really good partnership bringing that midfield potentially there with Clayton and Close, and then have Tomlin as your sort of playmaker off the bench maybe, and to be fair, you don't have to start everyone every game. You can rest Clayton, start Tomlin, start Clayton, rest Close, start Biggins if you want to, because to be fair, Biggins did some good marking, did some good stuff here and there, and I think he was alright on the day. So, Biggins is starting to show a bit more. I think the first half he was kind of faded a bit, but the second half he definitely improved on that first half. So that's me personally about Harrison Biggins. But let's go into the player ratings from yesterday. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Everyone, even the subs, everyone in the starting lineup and the subs bench got sixes. And I'll go through them individually as to why. Jones couldn't do much about the Lincoln goal, but barely put a foot wrong anyway. Again, Jones is showing why he's a good backup number 2 goalkeeper. Maxwell at left back had some shaky moments, but apart from that, he was all right. Adam Long had some shaky moments, but right place, right time for the second goal. Olowu came back, showed exactly what he's capable of, and I think him next to Roshan Williams will make an even better back four and centre-back partnership. Charlie Seaman, I'd say he was one of the highlight players for me. Marked really well in the first half, second half was even better, so again, Charlie proving why he shouldn't have been going out on loan in this window in the first place. Biggins and Close both get sixes. Close for that first half, and then obviously Biggins had some moments in both halves, but I think he was better in the second half than the first half. Molineux and Barlow on the wings, again sixes. Molineux struggled a bit but had his moments still. Barlow again did really well to come back from injury and put in that kind of performance. Ravenhill 6, strong tackler, strong on the force, good in possession, just overall pretty decent. And then Agard 6, overall, like I said again, when you put him up front with someone, I think he works better. Then you go into the subs bench: Hurst, Noyle, Miller, Faulkner. Faulkner, Miller, Noyle 6s. Hurst is a high 6, and that's one player we need to speak about, Carl Hurst. He's my man of the match from the game. Absolutely amazing individual. We've got an exceptional talent here. And you'll see by my lineup prediction on Friday for Crawley, where I think we should shape this team in terms of the strongest 11 we can put out, especially with the players that we've got back from injury now. But yeah, I think Hurst was my man of the match for me. Like I said, Noyle did alright when he came on. Miller tried, did alright when he came on. Didn't get his goal, but he did try. Faulkner, again, had his moments. Overall, not bad. Hurst, like I said, man of the match. Just that guy. I think he's the only one. Even though there were some players in there that did well in spells, and Close had that good first half before he came off for the second half. For me, I think Hurst is the closest to a 7 rating. For me personally, I think Hurst, like I said, was man of the match for that game, and it was very, very on the edge of 7 rating for Hurst. Like I said, technically gifted. We've got a really good talent here that's not afraid to take players on. Does come with its risks, because you can lose the ball from time to time. However, Carl Hurst for me is just a really good talent, and someone that I think we should be building the team around long term in terms of that attacking talent long term. So Carl Hurst for me is definitely man of the match. Gary McSheffrey, what kind of rating do I give him? And people might be surprised about this because it is still the Papa John's Trophy, but I'm going to give McSheffrey a 7. And the reason why I'm giving him a 7 is because eventually he made the tactical changes to shape it up, shape it differently, and just go for something different. Some managers will just been stubborn and just not changed anything for the whole game. And we might have probably lost that game. But the fact that he changed it up, played 2 up front, it felt a lot better. We were playing a lot more ground football. We were doing less aerial stuff that we weren't winning most of the time anyway. Me personally, I think McSheffrey got the tactics right towards the end, especially towards the end. So I think McSheffrey made the right changes and got the right tactical changes in there as well. For the fans, I'd give them an 8. I think again, like I said, the fans were the ones that turned up for a Papa John's Trophy game. They were decent. There was a group of fans in the corner that were having a laugh with a bunch of Lincoln fans in their corner, having a bit of a rivalry. It seemed like so. But yeah, it's like I said, the fans weren't too bad. They were decent on the day. For a Papa John's Trophy game, you know, fair play to the ones that turned up, and obviously it was great being back at Sincil Bank. You know, I've always, you know, Sincil Bank's a decent stadium, so you know, fair play to Lincoln City, because they are going places in League One at the minute. But I'll see you guys for my preview against Crawley Town on Friday. Like I said, stay tuned to Coast Shell YouTube channel. The link for that is also in the description down below, along with the social media links. Check out more videos for that. We've got some brilliant updates coming up from Alton Towers, Kennywood, Seawood San Antonio. So much stuff coming from that channel, so stay tuned for that. You can tell we've sort of mixed up the branding on that channel to match this one a bit, because it isn't just 2 channels anymore. For me, it's a business now. YouTube, my YouTube channels are a business now, so it's a real brand. So, you know, you can see the similarities in graphics, so please do go check that out for theme park journalism content. And for now, guys, on this channel, I am the CHALL, your Doncaster Rovers fan and YouTube sporting journalist. Keep living the Rovers life, and that is full time. I will see you for my Crawley preview on Friday.